on Quaintance. That'll be his first. There's a look at the replay. Really seen Quaintance do quite a bit now on the outside, shooting it. A nice interior pass, letting the big man finish.
And you can see that they're looking for him down there, too. They know that if he's getting the ball, then he's going to put it up there strong.
George Hill with the basketball, averaging almost 21 a game. Avery, nice pass to Pettiford, even better catch. Sophomore to sophomore, and IUPUI ties it up at 11.
You always like to see that big man connection for IUPUI. Billy Pettiford and John Avery, they're always looking for each other down low.
And there's a turnover. The Eagles throw it away. IUPUI an opportunity to take their first lead in the game.
You see that pressure that IUPUI is able to force Florida Gulf Coast out of their offense and able to get those turnovers.
George Hill with the basketball. Substitution set to come in for the Eagles. Long three from Montgomery, and IUPUI has their first lead of the game. A three ball by Austin, and a quick timeout is called by the Florida Gulf Coast bench. PUI has their first lead on the season. Austin is shooting 44% from behind the arc. He is now 19 of 42 from three-point range this season. Boy, really applying the pressure now defensively of the Jags, almost forcing the turnover.
That's what Coach Hunter wanted from the start of this first half, that pressure, seeing that pressure.
Nice pass underneath, but quick hands forced the turnover, but it's back into the hands. Nice pass underneath, and another dunk. This one is Landon Adler, his first 2 points for the transfer from Ball State.
You can see IUPUI get a little frustrated because that's happening time and time again. They're playing good defense on the outside, but for some reason in the interior, they're not getting the job done. They're just dunking and dunking.
Some new faces on the floor for the Eagles. Kyle Matheny, number 10, is now on the floor. Casey Wolub D'ing up on Montgomery, and there's a steal by Adler. Throws it up. It's into the hands of Matheny on the breakaway. Challenged by two Jags. Somehow got the shot off the glass, and he will shoot a pair. I thought for sure that would be wiped away, but still able to get a chance, almost had it bounce in.
He took the words right out of my mouth, Scott. I was like, oh, this might get blocked off the back, but he was able to get that shot up.
Foul is called on Nobles, the freshman from Louisville. Here's Matheny. He has played in all 10 games this season. Free throw is up, and it's good. Averages a single point a game. The 6-foot sophomore from Winter Park, Florida, and as Angelo mentioned in the pregame, lots of transfers. Also a lot of kids from Florida who maybe experienced a bit of a shock when they landed in Indianapolis for this game.
That weather can be brutal here in Indy right now. That snow and ice is here right now, and whew, I know I'd be cold. I'm cold, and I've lived here majority of my life.
There's Hill back to Montgomery, and Montgomery now has 5 points. Nice pass by George, so unselfish at times. And now IUPUI will apply that three-quarter court press. Not really much of press, like you say, just force them to have trouble putting the ball up the floor, and that's what happens.
And you see Coach Hunter, he could feel that, hey, this Florida Gulf Coast team ain't used to that full court pressure. They're not very, the ball handlers aren't as strong as IUPUI is right now. So he's going to put that, it's not a soft press right now, it's a strong press. He's going to put it on them time after time.
Substitutions again for the Eagles. They are really mixing in some players. Two starters, Quaintance and Liddell, are back into the game as Wolub and Adler take a seat. Hill with the basketball. Patterson couldn't handle the pass.
Got that moving screen by John.
It's Avery's first. Third foul for the Jags. And there's a look at John. He says, my fault. What else are you going to say when Coach Hunter's yelling at you?
You can't say much.
Quaintance with the basketball. But Pettiford applying so much pressure, and a turnover. And that will bring it.
He still got a couple moves down there.
Craftiness. He needed to have that a little bit later on in his career. Had a couple of knee surgeries when he first came out of Miami of Ohio and went to Cleveland. Ron Harper was a high flyer, and he changed throughout his career as he won titles with the Bulls and Lakers. IUPUI with the basketball, leading by 1. Pettiford, good defense by Liddell, can't get the baseline shot. Shot clock at 15. It's into the hands of Hill. The junior puts it on the floor. Double team, finding the open shooter. Patterson still can't get the three to fall.
You see, that shot will be there every time, Scott, because what what Florida Gulf Coast is going to do, they're going to double team George off that screen to Billy Petter for sets. And therefore, George is going to be able to reverse that ball quickly to Billy, and Billy be able to get it to Gary down low in the corner for that shot.
Both these teams have combined for 11 turnovers in the early going. Under 11 minutes to play. Elvin Franklin passes it over on the left side. Kyle Matheny. Quaintance. John Avery just simply taps that lob attempt out of bounds. Only 6 on the shot clock.
Coach Hunter likes to see those deflections. One of the managers actually keeps track of the deflections that IUPUI has throughout the game, because that's one of the stats that Coach Hunter loves to see.
There's one for Avery. 6 on the clock. Better hurry up and inbound this basketball. Deep three. Hits it.
That's a tough shot right there, man.
Matheny was 1 for 8 from the field coming into this game, and that covers his entire season, and he buries a huge 3, and IUPUI now trails by 2. Montgomery puts it on the floor, spin move, and there's a foul on the floor on Matheny. That will be his first.
You know, also Montgomery do that move, drive to the middle with that right, make that strong reverse and try and get it up for that left-handed layup.
4th team foul now on the Eagles. Montgomery, Indiana All-Star out of Perry Meridian here locally in Indy. Substitution. Adler will check back into the game as Matheny takes a seat. 5 big points for him off the bench for someone that averages just 1.
Yeah, you always got to be careful for those players who don't really see much time, and don't really put up that many numbers, but when they get that opportunity to come out and play, they come out and produce.
5th turnover of the game for the Jaguars as Avery went to make a move, dribbled off of his foot, rolled out of bounds. And Drew Connor will come into the basketball game. And Avery will take a seat. Mentioned points off the bench, John Avery. He has 5 off the bench, including 3 from the free throw line.
Solid effort by John.
Adler with it out top. Trying to find a way in down low. Nice quick hands by Connor, forces the turnover. And those totals continuing to add up. 8 now for Florida Gulf Coast. Hill really not looking for his shot right now, and that's not unusual for him early on in games.
It's not. We've grown accustomed to seeing that the past 2 games.
Big rebound by Connor. Fresh shot clock, nice pass, but knocked away as Adler's able to slice into the lane and get a big mid on it.
That was a tough pass by Gary Pass. He was looking for Billy Petter, but he was open for a quick second, but fortunately threw that pass a little too late.
With the basketball is Harris Gellin, number 55, over to Liddell. 9.5 to play. That's a deep 3 from a 6'9" player.
Wow. I wonder if that's in the scout report, Scott.
32% shooter from behind the arc. Adler has 5, 21-16, just over 9 minutes to play. Montgomery with the basketball. And he's fouled.
There you go. You like seeing Austin Montgomery hit that 3-pointer, but Austin's game is known to be a penetrator and go to that bucket strong for his size. It doesn't really matter who's down there. He's going to take that ball in there every time.
That's Tariq Barrow's first team foul, team's 5th. And at the line is Austin Montgomery. Do I even bring it up?
I wouldn't, Scott.
I can't say anything about it.
Let's just watch.
Just let him do his thing. First free throw is no good. Do I have to take heat for that too? That is his first miss this season.
Wow.
Austin 23 for